just a couple of words, one, and then what I thought we could do, I'll tell you a couple of things about the day and what's happening here today. Actually, it's not today, it's the 8th of May, when the country kind of celebrates the great victory, Hentosh. So, and I can tell you about the poppy as the symbol here in the UK, not only in the UK though, and people do wear this badge, we can call it. And then I thought, what if we can maybe express our ideas and thoughts, whether we should celebrate this day, and what's your personal attitude? Maybe you would like to share some historical facts from the past of your relatives, anything you would want to say. And instead of like asking questions, we will ask you just to comment, right? Whether you agree or you would want to add something. Is this okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
Right. Okay, so thank you, and Anna, you start if you don't mind. We will support you. Nice to see you and to meet you again. Irina, do you want to say? Do you want to say?
Yeah.
Is it me, or is it me, or do?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah. Yeah. The connection wasn't very well. Sorry. Hi guys. I'm Irina. I'm very excited to be with you to talk about today's topic. And I grew up in Russia, and the last 5 years I lived in the United States. And this February I returned to Moscow to renew my license. I'm a medical doctor, and because of coronavirus, the situation around the world, I have to stay in Moscow and work as a doctor and fight coronavirus right now. So
where do you live? Do you stay? Do you have the place to stay?
In Moscow, yes.
Mm-hmm. Your relatives, the friends?
I rent the apartment.
Okay. The reason I'm asking, maybe, maybe you get some support from the government, maybe something magical happening, and maybe you to an apartment or something. No, it's not the case. It's not.
No. I thought that I returned to Russia not for a long time, but I don't know right now how long I have to stay, and I don't know when this situation will end up. And so I try to be useful for people, try to save life, and I'm very glad that I can work as a doctor right now, because in the state I could not work as a doctor.
Okay. And once again, where do you live all the time?
All
Everywhere.
the time.
Yeah. What's your home place?
My home, I have 2 homes, in Moscow and in the States.
In the States. Okay. So, or I'm sure guys would like to ask you questions, but so, yeah, sorry, go on. Sorry for interrupting. Because why? Yeah, explain. Why do you have 2 homes?
Yeah, because I have family in Russia. In Russia, I have my parents still alive. They live in Russia, and my husband and my daughter with my grandkids are in the States. So I have 2 homes.
Where is this balance? I think it's quite popular nowadays to have 2 places, yeah, where you could stay and live. Okay, how do you find life in the United States, and would you like to move there forever? would you like it to be your home place from now on?
It's a difficult question because I like Russia, I like Moscow. I have my parents here, and I like my job, and I have a lot of friends in Moscow, and also I think the life in the United States not bad too.
That's a very diplomatic answer, I would say.
It's different.
Well done. Okay,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. What made you join our club? You have got obviously very good English.
Yeah.
Just for the company, or do you expect anything, or just?
I would like to meet new people who are interested in talking in English, speaking English, and my friend Katya.
Katya.
Thank
you, Katya, for bringing more people. Okay.
Yeah. And she said a lot of good things about this club, and I think it will be interesting to talk to you and meet you and make new friends.
Absolutely. Yeah. Another good answer, I would say. Irina, your life in the United States made its job, I would say. I'm trying to like to joke, so I'm kidding. But well, obviously this is true. Okay, and we have got Maria, who's joined today as well. Hi there, and thank you, Irina, for a nice introduction. And another Irina. Sorry, you are hiding in the shade, and is that I don't see your face. So I thought yeah, that's much better. I thought
you're too. Natalia.
Mine too. Ah, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought actually it's
now
Jana.
It's okay.
Yeah, is that better for me, guys?
Okay.
Max, is that better? Can you see my face, which is not that young anymore? Is that better? No shades. Okay. So, Irin, thanks for joining. Right. Do you want to ask anything? Another Irina. Irina. Well, let's
It's confusing. Maybe
Irina,
you can call me not Irina, any Irene.
Irene. Okay, this is what I was going to suggest. Maybe US Irina or something teasing. We like to be sarcastic, a bit of sarcastic here. So
that's good. I like it.
So guys, you can just share your versions how we can call Irina.
I can be Irina Berezovskaya.
If
you are not against.
Well,
yes.
This might be too complicated, but
yeah,
it's wow. We'll have a thing. Maybe we will ask Maria to give a nice nickname to one of Irina's. Maria,
Irina from States, Irina from Russia.
Yeah, because guys, for instance, here call me Moscow Natalia, Natalia Moscow, because we have got like in our company 2 girls from the same name. So to distinguish us, guys have thought about that. Guys have given me that kind of nickname. Okay, so what to do next? Let's just as I've suggested, if you don't mind, let's say a couple of words about your plans for today. Who shall we start? Well, since another Irina, since you've unmuted your microphone, what are your plans for today? It's a special day. Well, maybe,
my plans.
Yep. Yeah. If you have any.
Okay. I don't have special plans for today because I'm very busy every time, all time, everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm going to department store supermarket, I don't know exactly, and buy some spoil for my plants, and to arrange my small gardens and grow the new plants, clematis. This is plans. Great plans for today. Yeah.
Okay, so you are
nothing special.
You are on the go all the time. So on the go, that it means that you are doing something all the time, and you can just say, "I'll go shopping."
I'll go shopping. Yeah.
That's it.
But
okay.
not shopping, special shopping.
Well, for something special, or to get something special.
Some sort of shopping. Yeah.
Exactly, or some sort of shopping. Yeah, or to get. I'm going to buy something special. Just. Something to cheer up me today or something. Okay, good. Max, what is your plan? And by the way, Saint George ribbon. If you may say George ribbon, but Saint, ну, ленточка Святого Георгия, да? I'll put it down. Ribbon. By the way, before you start, Max.
No, ladies first.
Ladies first?
Okay. Yes, of course.
But, well, excuse me, ladies, well, it's an exception today. So you are the first. Okay, so before you start, who shall we nominate today to put down word expressions? Who is the volunteer? No one. Volunteer. Кто хочет, да? Кто будет волонтер? Who is volunteer?
Irina wants. Irina from USA wants.
Do you want to do that? US, yeah. Irene. Okay, so what we're doing? Any words and expressions useful? Well, the ones that are just quite common in the day-to-day speech, we put down them in this chart, and then you can send this list to me. I'll check, maybe add something or amend words, and then what we've got a kind of tradition. So I'll ask my helper Jana, or I can do that if I've got a minute. So we give you examples where these words can be used, just sentences, and then we send out short videos, not movies, but just short videos where these phrases are used in the real speech, authentic speech. Okay? So everything you can catch, or maybe I can ask you to put down something, or if you hear, or if you would like, you think it's useful, you may want to do it then, just for you. Okay, so Max, back to you. Back to you. So, I mean, your turn to say something. Just your plans for now. Just a couple of words about your plans, if you've got any.
Yes, we're gonna to watch new part of
some serial, some movie.
Some movie about Second World War.
It's okay. So some nice movie. Is it a
I
new
forgot.
one?
I'm sorry. It's yes. It's new part of cool movie. It's I forgot its name.
It's okay. No worries.
Диверсант.
Right.
Divergent. Diversant.
Diversant or diversant. Well, let me have a look. Okay, and anything else?
And diversant. And we are going to go our children for spend time together, and what else? And we are going to shop. We would like to buy some fruits and strawberry.
Some fruit.
I don't know. Fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Just some fruit. Okay. to make up cocktail or
Smoothie.
Smoothie, yeah. So healthy life smoothie. Sorry, no. Well, cocktails can be non-alcoholic. They don't necessarily have to be alcoholic. Okay, nice plan. Right. Well, I think Irina, in Moscow, Irina. I think we agreed that it would be nice to ask US Irina about things. Max, would you like to ask something? US Irina, or we will keep it for later?
Later.
Later, okay. Moscow Irina, we'll keep it for later. Okay, so who else?
Okay.
Marina. Hi there. Well, you look very important today. This is what I used to say about myself when I wear glasses. Not now, I'll do this next time. So how is life for you, and what's your plan there? What's your plan for today?
Good morning, guys. Today I have very, very big plans. I'm going to firstly I'm going to forest and I have a go to walk because I need several time to meditation, to relax, because today is very, very
Busy day.
very
busy day everywhere.
Busy day, yes.
See, when we say busy, it means that there are people, a lot is going on around. It's not only, you can say so about not only your own day, but just something in general, what's happening around. Okay.
Yes,
so
yes.
You want some time to yourself.
Because a lot of people, I think a lot of people are going to in forest today because today is celebrate day in London too. Secondly, I'm going to movie.
To watch movie.
To
the cinema, or you're going to this? No cinema. Lockdown.
Movie.
To watch movie. To watch
movie. I'm watching movie about Russian sniper. It's my favorite movie about war. I like this movie because главная героиня.
The main hero.
Main hero, it's a very brave young girl, which to save a lot of life, because she was very very
precise
sniper.
Well, very good. Just some brilliant sniper.
Brilliant sniper, yes, of course, thank you. And after that, I'm having three consultation about my patient with my patients. Yes. Okay. That's all.
Well, as they would say here, another day. Okay, so nothing extra special, but still, right. Thank you. You know what? I'm dying to ask Maria. Maria, can you say us? Can you share? Can you tell us something? What are you going to do today? Are you allowed to go out for longer? So if, guys, for those who don't know, Maria is fairy lady from Spain. So, and she doesn't speak Russian much. Well, I wouldn't say that you don't speak a word.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes. So, it's nice to see you again. I wasn't sure whether you would join. Maybe I thought maybe Maria. Maria's like Maria's saying, "Oh, what these guys are talking about there? Why would I have to be there?" So I wasn't sure whether you would want to join again, but thanks for joining. So what is it? Well, your plans for today, and a couple of words. I guess guys are interested to know what's happening in Madrid. Is it ease off a good expression maybe here? So has this lockdown been eased off there? Do you have any? Well, have you been allowed to do more? We don't hear, Marie. We don't hear you. We don't hear. Maybe if you are using computer and well, I'm not sure. Max, can you help? Why doesn't she have? What could be the reason?
I see her microphone.
Maybe she need to put out her earplugs and talk without.
Yeah, Maria, maybe you would want to use, or without. Yeah, try to speak without headphones.
Yeah, unplug
У
your.
нее мальчики спят, поэтому она с нами. Она только в наушниках. Yeah. Oh.
Can you? Yeah, that's better. Can you?
Okay, sorry.
If you are you boys sleeping? You have to be quiet. Are you boys sleeping now?
Yeah.
You have to be quiet. Okay. So we whisper. Just whisper. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
my name is Maria. It's nice to be here with you again. In Madrid, the situation about coronavirus is almost the same, more or less. We can go out from our house at least, but just 1 hour with a lot of restrictions, with keeping the distance between people. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that they are not doing so well because they don't follow the rules. But in general, it's bad. The situation is also serious. It's serious at the moment.
Still the same.
Serious,
Still the
yes.
same. Okay. And well, what about this Victory Day in Europe? It's actually, well, it's celebrated more or less, but it's known as a big day anyway. So VE Day, it's called VE Day. I'm putting down some, well, US Irene, if you don't mind, I'm putting down some words anyway. So do you have anything? Yeah. So do you have anything like, not, there is a special word like to, not to celebrate, just to, well, for the memory of this day, is there anything happening? Or with this lockdown, just, well, there is nothing, Maria, I mean, like in Madrid. Do you have any moments about, well, telling you about that this is the Victory Day, even though it's still lockdown? Are you getting me? Do you understand what I'm asking, Maria?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, or maybe is it my connection? Is my connection okay, guys?
No, it's a problem.
Yeah, your connection is okay.
I tried to.
Yeah. So, okay, let's
repeat the question.
Yeah, let me ask you this: does Spain celebrate Victory Day anyhow?
Victory Day, I don't know.
Victory Day. You don't know what the day today is?
Первый раз
really.
слышат. Первый раз слышат.
Okay, so, and I'm asking questions. Sorry, this should have been my first question. Do you know what day today? It's Victory Day. It's a big day for Russia, for Russian-speaking people.
All world.
To be, yeah, I'm thinking about us as being Russians. Yeah, and for this is what I've also said. For in Europe, it's called VE Day, Victory Day. So it's the Remembrance Day. You can also call it like that. It's the day when the Second World War finished. The official day when the war came to its end. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
So,
I understand you. Yeah. No, I didn't know that. Okay.
So
no, it's
not nothing.
Day. In Madrid, no. Last weekend it was a Victory Day, was similar to Victory Day. Last weekend, 2nd of May was party day. Yes, a special day here in Spain. It's a celebration, a victory. Yes, it's very similar, but not today.
Ah, okay. So you've got it a little bit earlier, but still something happens, which is good to know, I guess. Yeah.
2nd of May was.
All right. Okay. So, and what about your plans for today? So I guess when your boys wake, a crazy day will start, or it will go on.
I have a lot of things to do, but always when they finish the day, oh my goodness, I didn't do anything. Okay, I have to do a lot of things.
Well,
for instance, I are preparing all the homeworks because they have to do a lot of homeworks here and at home, because all the teachers are asking a lot of, to my opinion, a lot of homeworks because they're only 6 years old. It's incredible.
Crazy.
It's totally crazy. They are so small kids, and I have to prepare all the things because alone they are not able to do by themselves. You understand? I have to revise on the computer, the emails, from teachers. It's very complicated. A lot of teachers, and they have a lot of teachers, and there are a lot of different ways to receive the information. Application, from emails, it's a totally crazy. It's a crazy thing, but I'm so busy for that. And I have to do a lot of 2 tales. I have to write 2 tales for children. And also, I don't know if today was the day, perhaps tomorrow, I don't know, because with my children it's complicated to do my things. And I have to draw a picture, my hands with my pencil of a short story tale. A lot of things in my head.
Another busy day. Okay. And do you do any online lessons? Like I remember you told last time you teach kids English. Do you do this kind of thing online now? Or
Not today. Tomorrow I will have one lesson in English tomorrow.
But in general, you do. Yeah, in general, you do that online lessons for kids.
Yes.
Okay, right. So basically, this is the way you earn money. Is that? I'm asking because I'm just trying to think. If you are locked down there, if you cannot go out, so basically, there should be the way to earn living, or to make some money. You know. So is it your kind of income at the minute? Is that right? Sorry for if it's like not so. Sorry for asking. I'm not that curious. It's just I'm thinking like, what are the guys doing? Because here in the UK we get some support, you know, financial support. You know, those who have been employed. So we have been put on a special program. So you know, I'm just trying to think what's happening with other people. So like in Spain, do you have any support, or you?
At the moment, I am not working for my own because I was a teacher, but nowadays all schools are closed, and I am not working because I am a teacher, but not in a school. Extra-escolar activities. When children go out from school, they come to my teachers to support them. It's an extra.
After school club. Is it something? Yeah, so this is what we've got after school.
But at the moment I have not to work, but I try to do my future work, writing storytelling, my future work.
Yeah, okay.
I am working now for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have our only income in my family is because my husband's job, fortunately. Yeah, but I am not working nowadays.
Yeah, well, I guess nowadays, if somebody in the family can still make some money, so this is what can help, or this is what can keep families going. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, guys, we have got a little bit different kind of way we're moving forward. So we don't ask Maria any questions because we will get back to all of you, but since we've agreed that we will devote this chat to this Remembrance Day, then we will like have all the chance to say something, to express our opinion about that. Okay, so, and Marie, maybe it will be interesting for you to know what's happening, what day or it is, you know, for Russian-speaking people at least. I think for us it's much more important than for other guys in Europe. This is my opinion. So, or having lived here for a long time, I think, I mean, in Britain. So I've noticed that the way we treat this day is much more serious. So than guys do here in Europe. So there is a reason for that. Okay, Marie, thank you so much. So who is next? Hadisha, would you mind to share your plans?
Yeah, hi everyone. My plan for today is just now I'm going to go to my auntie's home. She invited us for a dinner. Yeah.
What about lockdown, quarantine, and everything? You're breaking the rule.
Yeah, but we are one family, and we stayed at home all this time. That's, I think, it's not very serious.
Yeah, Saturday should be a proper Saturday, family day. Okay.
And
so,
she prepared for us our traditional Kazakh dish.
I was going to ask, are you going to have something special? So beshparmak.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a horse meat with
Kazı.
Yeah. Very, very delicious.
Very
and and so I'm sorry that I can't participate in this club for all time, and maybe
in a few minutes you will.
Yeah, I will
look, you may say that I won't be able to stay longer, right, or to be with you up to the end, and I will get off. Вот смотрите, да, как это хочу сказать, уйду со звонка. По-русски, потому что так прямо говорю.
А как вот сказать, уйду по-английски, типа?
Уйду по-английски, да, но не в том значении. So, get off the call. Ну, то есть сойду со звонка, да, I will get off this call or this meeting. Get off.
Yes, I will get off in several minutes.
Okay, no problem. Before you escape, what is? Let me tell us your attitude, or if you can say something about this day. What is it for you, and do you have any relatives, maybe granddads and grannies, granny babushka, да? We'll put it down for you. So who died, who like suffered, you know, or who took part in the Second World War? Just if you know anything, just briefly.
Well, actually, of course, this day is very important for me too, because we are all Soviet Union people, and we heard about this day many things, and we watched many Soviet movies about the war, the Second World War. So it's a special day for me too, but my family fortunately didn't have it very close, because my grandparents they didn't participated to this war, but of course we had relatives who was the part of this war, and they many of them was died. yes, they died during this war and didn't come back.
So yeah, I guess it's, unless you have it some resource, or you've got relatives who could share what happened. You know much. This is what happened with my family. I don't know much because we just obviously, like, I guess in every family somebody did die, but if your ancestors, if your grand and your granddad, your dad, if they didn't didn't share that, you wouldn't know. So this is, I understand what you're saying. So you know that your relatives did take part, so they were there, but you don't know much.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, so sorry. Well, if you go, well, before you go, thanks for your time today. Have a lovely meal. Don't tell people what you're going to do. So just pretend you're going to stay at home and, you know, do something boring. Okay. So thanks for joining. Okay, so
thank you.
Thanks. So Katya, would you mind about your prisoners' plans? So
hello guys, nice to meet you again. I think for us, for people of our country, is the greatest date in the whole year, because I was growing up in that time when when I meet people who had been at war and who saw this war through their eyes. My relatives didn't die, but my grandfather was in the went to the Russian-Finnish war, and there on 1938, I think, he was wounded in the head, and he became disability person, but he was a very strong man and not lazy, and he has a big tremor in his hands, but he was walking until his old year, and he died at age of 86 years old. And my other grandfather, he didn't go to the war, but he was military officer. In Orenburg, he was a head of high pilot military school, and he prepared young pilots to go to war. And I think that feelings about this war, they are so deep in our hearts, our souls. And now, today, when I heard songs, war songs, I had tears in my eyes, because it's something, как сказать, прошито, что ли, something deep.
It's something you cannot explain. It's very much inside, or it's under our skin.
Yes.
And so what's your plan then for today? Just
I try to explain at similar words to my little daughter what was the war, and I tried to show her different small films for children about war, and we make yesterday we made special like postcards, as we did in my childhood with
yeah, we all did that.
Project
Yeah.
Ribbon and military machines and soldiers and Red Star, and I think I wouldn't original. I'm going to watch films about war with our teenagers.
Okay, and what is how old is your daughter?
My daughter is 5.
The youngest. Ah, 5. Right. So
and my son is 14.
Ah, 14. Right. Okay. So.
And today, our teenagers, my son and Tatiana's daughter, they last week they had a bet. Who could keep on not eating sweets?
They had a bet. You mean what was that? They had
to exclude sweets from the
special
meal.
diet. Special diet.
Special diet without without sugar.
Okay.
And during 1 week, they didn't eat sugar and
anything sweet. Yeah.
Today, and today this awful week is end, and we together can eat different вкусняшки.
Something tasty. Something tasty.
Yes, celebrate. We began our day with watching TV, watching flying helicopters on TV, and speech of our president,
of course,
and eating sweets.
By the way, where is Tatiana? Where is Tatiana? Why she couldn't join?
She said that
she's not interested anymore.
No,
she's cooking sweets now.
Yes, she's cooking. Yeah, she's making a cake.
This day is very important, and their family has a special ritual that
tradition
that they spend all day in front of TV, and
yeah, that's the important family time. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, sounds like an excuse, but we take it. So we take it, so we accept it, we take it, right? So sometimes you can use the word take in the meaning of I accept or I understand, I realize, so we take it. Okay, thanks, Katya. We will, as I said, get back to you may think as the rest of you guys, so you may think of something to say again briefly about your attitude towards this day. So what you think, and what it's really important, and how should we raise our kids? I mean, what should we tell them while raising kids about this day? So just something for all of you to think. If you don't have kids, just maybe express your thoughts, share your thoughts about this day. Okay, so who is next?
It is very important to share with our children this main idea about how difficult and what heroes was our grandparents. because there are different point of view on politics, different government decisions connecting with the World War.
Connected.
But that our people did at that time. It is the main idea that they gave their lives to peace, to our happy life, and I think the respecting this this victory is the main idea for our children, and it is important to connect in this generation with their корни, как
roots, with their roots. Yeah. So
yes,
okay, to make up this bridge, you may say, okay, or to make this bond meaning that связь. Okay, right, thank you. And let me ask Antosh, do you agree with Katya, and what is your attitude? So a couple of words about your plans for today and whether you would agree with Katya, so that our kids should know what happened in the past and should be respectful. Do you think?
Hi everyone. Happy Victory Day.
Happy Victory Day, yeah.
Of course, I agree with Katya. We must to explain our children how important, how was important this day, and how hard it was to get the victory for our для наших предков.
Future generation.
Для предков, как тяжело было
для будущих поколений, я сказала. For ancestors, для наших предков, ancestors. Future generation, это будущее поколение.
So we have to remember about them and так уважать, забыл слово.
Respect.
And respect them for this.
For everything they did for us, you may say, right? Okay.
My grandma and grandpa took part in the war, and it was a very hard time for them. My grandpa was in the Leningrad when the
русский что? Там много разных.
В Ленинграде.
Во время
blockade.
During blockade
time.
He was in Leningrad during all blockade, and many people were dying around him, and he was about to die too. But fortunately, he survived, and как дожил до наших дней, как сказать.
Well, and he lived until nowadays. Well, or you may name his or give us his age, or he lived until 85.
He lived until 2011.
2011. Okay. So, how old was he?
He was about 80.
Okay. Did he Did he tell you? Did you ask him different stories and everything? Did he share anything at all? Or you never spoke
She didn't
about it?
like to remember about
To speak
the
about
days,
it.
and didn't like to talk about it. So I don't know enough things about his life,
Or
that part of his life.
when we say we never speak about it, or never, just a couple of words, how to use never, да, ну, значение никогда, то есть не потому что никогда, а никогда, ну, то есть мы так и не. Вот это так и не поговорили. We never spoke about that. Или I never received this letter. Ну, здесь тоже можно, да, сказать, что мы так и не узнали. We never learned anything about that. So I know that as well, by the way. When my grandma, she was a kid during the Second World War, and obviously they were starving and everything, and she didn't like to speak. She never basically spoke about that. So maybe that's why we Anton, as you say, we don't know enough. We hardly know anything, because those who went through all this horrors, so they didn't want to speak about that. Okay, and Antosh, what are your plans for today? Don't say you are going to watch movie.
Of course, I'm going to watch some movies.
Cartoons.
Maybe in cartoons too.
Cartoons. Tom and Jerry.
Maybe we are going to break some rules of
and make barbecue.
Isolation, because of the weather is too fine to follow all rules.
Well, it's the time to break the rule. At least, I mean, we should start doing
rules.
that. It's very no, it's not typical for us, for being Russian guys, to follow rules. So, okay. Are you? Кстати, шашлыки знаем сказать, да? To make barbecue. Спрашивают. So, are you going to make barbecue or something? Not yet.
Not going to make barbecue today.
Okay. And what's the weather? It looks very sunny. So is it nice outside? So you're going to spend some outside. Is it nice and sunny? Is summer already there, Antosh? Do you have summer?
Почти.
Just about.
Just about.
The summer. Okay. Yeah. The sun is shining. This famous phrase. The sun is shining. Yeah. Okay. So I think Maria has to leave us. Maria, thank you so much for joining. Well, we haven't spoken much, but at least it was nice to see your face, and you've heard us, and maybe you've learned something about this day. Make sure you join next time, because I've promised there will be a surprise for you for the next time.
Say hello, your guys.
Okay, yeah, say hi to your boys. Yeah, ask them to behave. To behave, да, чтобы они себя вести хорошо. Ask them to behave. Otherwise, we will watch them. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Greetings
Bye.
for us, from
us.
us.
From us, yeah. A big heart to you. Thank you. So, right, Antosh, I'm not asking whether you are going to have alcohol or not. So we'll keep it as a secret. So if you're going to, it sounds like yes, because if you're going to break this, then this is what may happen. Okay, so Aliyah, let's give you some time to speak. Yeah. What's happening with you? You look like, to me, you look like a president, so a lady boss. So wearing these glasses. See, glasses change image completely. So what's happening with you? What are your plans? And a couple of words maybe about your attitude. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm not sure that my connection is good, but I'm hear you, and
we can hear you. That's fine.
Yes,
yeah, we can
yes.
hear you.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing special for today. Maybe I will go to shopping.
We'll go
do
shopping.
Some, yeah, go shopping, do some work. Because in my city we have how to say, relaxed restrictions. Послабление. How to say?
Ease off. So restrictions have been eased off, have been eased. Ну вот как послабились, да? Or they have been, we have, or you may say, we are allowed to do this and that. То есть то, что вы можете уже сделать.
Yeah, we're allowed to do everything, I guess.
Everything?
Because,
oh.
Yeah,
so,
because 2 days ago I went to the ГАИ.
To the police station?
It's a police station, and they changed my driving license. And a lot of people standing, yeah, not keeping distance, and without mask, without gloves. So yeah.
Life got back to normal, sounds like.
Yeah, life got back to normal, and now mostly shops, banks, and services is open. But yeah, but we still closed, have a closed city. We can't go out from the city, but in the city we can do everything. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So the borders are still closed. Okay.
Yeah, the borders are still closed, but the city is normal.
What is your town? We know you are in Kazakhstan, but what is your town? Where are you physically now?
I'm in Kazakhstan, Aktobe.
Aktobe. Is it your home place?
Aktobe.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it's my home place at this time. Yeah, it's my hometown.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
And what is your attitude to this day? And do you have Second World War? Yeah. Do you think we should, or what should we do if we should do anything at all? Just share your thoughts.
I want to share some story about my name, because I was named in honor of a Soviet Union hero. Her name is Aliya Moldagulova. She was born in Kazakhstan, near my city where I'm living now. But she lived with his uncle in Moscow. He was a military person, and he lived in Moscow, then moved to the Leningrad, and then he, what he did, I write down, he sent her to the boarding school, and she was evacuated from the locked Leningrad with a boarding school in 1942. And in this year, she decided to go to the front line, and she was 17 years old, and she trained to be a sniper. And in next year, in 1943, she went to the front line.
Oh, you got prepared. Well done. So you've got some story. Well done. Okay.
Yeah, it's some story about
well done.
The person who I'm named in honor. Yeah. Also, is my grandfather attended Second War. He was 2 years in the front line, and he mobilized with ранение.
Some wound, injury or wound.
Yeah, he mobilized with how?
Injury or wound. Injury.
Yeah, injury.
He was okay.
Yeah, he was just a soldier.
All right. And do you think we should keep the memory of everything what happened?
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
because nowadays, so you may come across some articles or talks that we shouldn't celebrate this day. So can keep the memory. We should maybe pass on our kids like the story, but we shouldn't celebrate it as is. Like, you know, what do you think? Celebrate в смысле отмечать, что там пить, гулять там, да, вот. So
no, it's not like that. We are not drinking. It's celebrating like as a memory. It's a memory day, and every year we're celebrating this day with возложение цветов, да?
So we bring the flowers to monuments of war heroes. So
the monument, in a street where in the street we hear some military music, and everybody knows, and even the children, that this is a great day for all nation, and
it has nothing
to respect people who died during this war.
And keep the memory. Yeah, so you know, I'll give you the phrase which I liked. I've seen it in one of the articles. This was used by Boris Johnson, expressed eternal gratitude to the wartime generation. So eternal, такое почтение или память, вот о которой мы говорим. Eternal gratitude to the war generation. So I can put it down for you. Yeah, Aliyah, I totally agree with you. So thank you. That's the one. You'll find it in the chat. Okay. I was going to ask Max, what is your opinion? Would you agree that now, or this is what I've noticed and I've heard, that nowadays, like in Russia, what's happening in Russia? So they people speak and think and consider that we shouldn't celebrate this day. The memory, yes. The respect and well, something. What's another word? Let me give you that. Just
proud.
Well, proud. I was going to give you some
honorary.
Commemoration. This is which means почтение тоже и празднование, и дань отдать, commemoration. So do we of this great war of this 75th anniversary by the way today. So what's commemoration? We'll put it down for you. So what's your opinion? What do you think? You work with kids a lot, so what do you think we should tell them, or we should share with them? Can you hear me, Max?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So
well, I think for me the Victory Day is the most important day in the year, and I just remember about my great grandfather, and I would like to tell them story to my son and my children and my grandchildren in the future. But I know about my great grandfather. His name was Mikhail Volinsky, and he took part in army of Vlasov. It was really. It was big drama because Vlasov taken his army of Nazis, Yes,
German
and
Nazist.
yes, and my great grandfather was in captive, and he was escaped, and he escaped, and he hidden in the grass, but dogs, but Nazis' dogs loudly barked and found him. For him, it was difficult and terrible. That's why he didn't tell about it, nothing. And the story I know from my his daughter. And but he's passed away in 1991, and that's why I know him, and I remember about him and about his story. This story important for me and for my family. And but my other great grandfather, his name was Trofim Pichtulov. He worked at a secret factory in the Orsk city, because Orsk and Orenburg, it was I don't know, there was secret factory for front from war.
Okay, and
he worked there, and he I don't know. I don't know what is kind of work was it, and my father doesn't know too. But I hope my son will know this secret story, because Ministry of Army, как я забыл, Министерство вооруженных сил,
Military Affair Ministry. Military Affair Ministry.
Defense, вот. Что такое?
Defense — это защита, оборонение какое-то.
Ministry of Affair, так?
Affair, Ministry of Affair.
Ministry of Affair open new information every year and every month, and they publish this information in his website, his web.
On their site, website. Okay, so they make it open, чтобы, ну, публикуют, или, можно сказать, they
posting.
They make posts, или, сейчас скажу, не release, вот, release. Ну, говорят же, пресс-релиз, да, so they release some information. Okay, and what is your opinion to the current trend not to celebrate this holiday? Have you heard about that, or it's only me?
Yes. In quarantine?
Not on quarantine. Not only on quarantine. I've heard. I've come across some people's ideas and opinion that we should not celebrate this holiday. Well, you know, or it's only me. This is what I found on internet some time ago, actually. That we should just stop doing it, because this is it's a holiday. It's a holiday when people, you know, like make festive tables, so they drink alcohol, but we should not do this. So what's your opinion?
Yeah, I went to shop after lesson, and I was outside, and I saw a lot of flags on the outside balcony, in other balcony. It's flags and Russian Federation flags and flags of St. Georgian. And I think people needs celebrate this Victory Day, and I don't know what else.
Oh,
Usually we go to immortal
polk. We take part.
Как он, полк будет?
Polk. We may say immortal polk.
Immortal polk.
There is another word. Yeah.
Regiment.
Regiment.
Immortal regiment.
Yeah, we take part in this event. So on this great event. Okay. Is it going to happen this year due to quarantine or not? No. So they canceled it. Okay. Ministry, Irene, Moscow, Irene. Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Это у меня Министерство иностранных дел. Где-то мне почему-то. Ministry of Defense. So you were right. Okay.
The same фигня.
Same. Well, I won't swear. I won't swear in English. Не буду ругаться по-английски.
Same strange thing.
Why not?
Same with me. You may say same with me, just to avoid any bad words. Defense. Okay. U.S. Irene. What is? Did you? What's your experience of the attitude or of how people treat this day in the US? We know there are a lot of Russian-speaking people living in the US. So do they do anything, or do they like celebrate it somehow, or what's happening?
Yeah, probably in the New York City they celebrate some sort of like not like holiday, like memorize their relatives.
Remembrance Day. So maybe, I guess this is a better word, at least the one which is used here in the UK. Remembrance Day, День памяти, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so something is happening anyway.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't know about it anything because there is no any information and in United States news, and that's
they ignore it.
Yeah, in our city. We don't do anything, but we live in a small city.
What, by the way, what town is it, and what not province? What state?
It's Virginia. It's close to Washington D.C. and the city is Williamsburg. Oh, okay. Now I live in Norfolk. Norfolk is a big Navy base in the biggest Navy base in the United States.
Okay, so I'm sure guys have got more questions. Marin, so a question to you. Have you noticed or have you seen any news about the anniversary?
Guys, sorry.
On TV. You have to go.
Yes, I need to go. С праздником, всем хорошего дня.
Максим, очень приятно было тебя видеть. Спасибо большое. Все.
Хорошего дня.
Stay in touch. Bye now.
See you soon. Bye.
See you. Bye. Okay. Marin, so have you? Yeah. What's happening, or have you seen anything? So you are in the UK yourself now.
UK?
So what's happening? Yeah, in London. Yeah. What do you see, and what are your impressions?
Okay, thank you. Yesterday we with my husband heard very great speech, Your Majesty.
Her Majesty.
Her Majesty. Sorry, Her Majesty about war, Second War, and I should repeat. Reheard, yeah.
I should hear it again, or I should listen to this speech again.
Yes, I should listen speech again because it's very dangerous speech. There are a lot of many brilliant words about war, second war, about people, about memory. It's very great speech, yeah. And today, until this time, I stay at home, and I I never see I'm never seen.
I have never seen.
I have never seen.
Oh, I haven't seen anything yet.
Anything.
So anything yet? Okay, Marin, do you know what symbol poppy
Yes.
means? Can you share? Or can you tell us poppy? Because this is what I wanted to tell guys. So here in the UK we have got a kind of badge, poppy badge, poppy красный мак. Poppy badge, and there is a story behind it, same like we have got in Russia the St. George ribbon. Do you know the story? If it's difficult, try to say something in English. If it's difficult, then maybe just if you could explain in Russian.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure to explain this story, but when I moved to London, I'm meeting познакомиться. I met this story.
I learned about this story тогда. You met somebody, познакомились с каким-то человеком, but you learned the story, or I knew about the story.
About the story. I knew this British people celebrated in December.
In November.
November.
11th of November. Yeah, basically it happens
on the end in November.
On the 11th of November. So basically in November, or they wear it for some time longer, but in autumn. Not nowadays, but in autumn, right? What's the meaning, or do you know why, or can you explain why?
No, sorry, I not explain this because it's very difficult for me.
It's okay. So the story is that this is a symbol to memorize veterans of the First World War, actually. So, and when the war came to its end in November, people decided to pick up this flower as a symbol. Why? Because during the First World War, back to 1918, there were a lot of poppies in the fields where there were a lot of fights. And as a kind of symbol to the blood and to the places where these fights took place, this flower was picked up as a symbol. It's not only a symbol of in the honor of memory in the UK. It's actually it takes place in all Commonwealth countries. Commonwealth meaning those countries who were who either participated in the First World War or who had any who were related somehow to this World War. So it's just for a bit of history for you. It's not something related to the current, well, to the current celebration, but something that here a lot of people, to be honest, you know, wear these badges, like same what we do in Russia with St. Georgian ribbon or this badge. So a bit of story. And by the way, well, following to what Marina has told, unlike maybe Irina, unlike maybe Irene US, unlike maybe in the US, unlike в смысле, ну, в отличие от, here in the UK, there was like officially shown the speech of Her Majesty and of Prince what's his name, Marine? Prince Charles. Yeah, so he actually, well, it was broadcasted, показано, да, по телевизору. So his speech was also broadcasted as part of the commemoration of the 75th anniversary. Commemoration в знак празднования, почтения. So again, I think in Russia it's much more tragic, much more painful. Like it's a sad holiday. Here it's different, but still, things happen. I mean, it's called Victory Day or Victory Day in Europe. So the statement here, or what people know here, it's the day Britain and its allies, союзники, accepted the surrender, проигрыш, the official surrender of Germany and the official end of the Second World War in Europe when it came to an end. So this is what people know here about this Victory Day and what it means for them. For us, I guess it's a little bit different, but in Europe, this is what I wouldn't say they celebrate. It's just a remembrance day. So, День памяти, Remembrance Day. I can put it down for you.
Can I tell 2 words about my opinion?
Mm-hmm.
It's the point of view of psychologist that we should know about this danger heart that our ancestors had, because a lot of clients, my clients, have hearts from their parents. They don't like how their parents grown up them, because they said that parents were very cold, not careful, and if they understand that their parents were growing up by people who went through war and have a lot of harmful events, suffering, yes, they can understand why they couldn't take care about their child as they want, because it's a big scares in their souls, and they
scars. Yeah, they have got a lot of scars.
And they lived in fear, in anxious, and it's very
anxiety.
It's hard to become ordinary people after you have take part in the war. After having this experience, or yes, what you experienced, right? Ну, прожил, пережил, experience, не в смысле там опыт, да, ну, понятный опыт, но вот именно, чтобы сказать, прожить, пережить, okay. And all this, all that pain, all that fear, we have in our veins too. Will it? It follows from generation to generation in our country. Pass on, or передается. So, well, we pass it on, or from one generation to another. Okay.
May I say one word about?
Yeah, sure.
I agree with Katya and I agree with everyone. And when you asked, what do you want, what would you like to say your kids or somebody close to you about the World War II, Great Patriotic War, I think I would tell only one thing. The war is the worst thing in the world because the people die. And I think the most, how to say, the most, well, tragedy. Yeah, the life, the people's life is a big value. It's very valuable. You cannot, you cannot send people to lose your life to die. So
yeah.
I think it's the worst thing, and it's very controversial. Not holiday day, because on the one side I feel that I'm very proud of.
On
that
the one
Russians,
hand.
What happened, not what happens, that Russians play a major role in World War II, and but the Russians paid the huge price for it. 20 million people, even more, died.
Definitely much more. So this is the official figure.
Yeah, and every family suffered and affected.
Was affected.
Affected.
Yeah, and you know what? Just thank you, girls. Can I call you like that? Girls, Irene, sure. Are you happy? Well, about that, because I can call you lady, but I learned from here recently that lady is like somebody who is not that young anymore. so girl is better. Okay, so, and you know what, I thought I would share this with you. What I inherited from my dad. He lost his parents during this war. Well, his dad who basically he was killed, and he was a doctor, by the way. He used to be a very doctor in Volgograd region, so the one of the famous doctors there, and he died in this war. So my dad, and then my dad's mom also died. So I kind of inherited my dad's pain, his pain, what meant this war for him. Basically, he lost his parents, but he also, his like psychological pain. He couldn't hear German speech, and I went to study languages, and my second language was German, and at the back of my mind, I always remembered that so his association was with when he heard the German language, and when later on I learned it and I spoke German. So this was his pain because from his past. So, and actually I sort of inherited it anyway, even though I learned this language. So I didn't want to use it or to speak it, so like to use it in practice. So that's like Kate is also right. So we will have it in our veins, в наших венах, да, even in generations, кстати, да, через поколение, in a year, in a week, in generations we will still have it. So whether we like it or not, but this is what's happening. Moscow, Irene, what's your, just I guess it's time to wrap up, but
yes, we don't have any time, I suppose.
So but I wanted to ask you, what's your personal like attitude? I mean, do we have to celebrate it, or it's a Remembrance Day, or what?
Yes, I have celebrated this day by celebrating anniversary holiday running, because I like running. I do it every day practically, and I've done it. So I have a lot of deals early morning because I woke up at 6 o'clock. And as for my attitudes, as for you, my father lost her mother in Vinica, near Donetsk. They wanted to survive and to save in countryside, and they moved in countryside, and then she decided to come back to gather their clothes, and there Germans схватили, picked up, yeah, no, catched up, caught her and killed her. And I have never seen my mother or my grandmother, and I know that her name listed in as victim of Holocaust in Israel, in Tel Aviv. And my another granny, I loved her so much, and I remembered that she went to see us and baked very tasty cakes and pies for us, with rice for my cousin, with cabbage for me, and with potatoes for my brother, and my love memories. That is my attitude to this date. Memories, deep feelings. I agree with every one of us.
Yeah. Well, my eyes are also wet, getting wet.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. You know what? I think it's good that we decided to have this meeting, well, to meet today, because this is something that's something special anyways.
By the way, sorry for my interrupting, but I would like, we need to give some interesting facts about children who took part in the Second World and help our military to fight. When I was a child, I read many interesting Dorian books about young heroes in the Second World War. And this is important point to give interest facts for our children and young generation.
Well, do you want to do this for the next lesson, or this is just what you've shared your thought, what we have to do?
Not next.
Just this is something that we have, maybe we have to do for our kids.
As advice, your parents.
Yeah.
And maybe my grandkids.
So as a piece of advice for you as parents. Yeah, good. Yeah, a very good thing. Yeah, idea. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So time to wrap up. I guess we all have got plans anyway. So another day, but a special day. Thank you very much for your time. It was nice to meet you, as Irene.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And thanks once again. Please be ready for a surprise next time. I will. I'll give you a hint what that could be. So make sure you will make the session next Saturday. So something different for the next lesson. Okay, well, you all have a nice time and have a good day, and be more active in our channel, in our chat. So you're welcome to share whatever you think, but please do it in English. So send over pictures or whatever. Right, so thanks to everybody once again, and talk to you next time.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Have
a great day. Yeah,
bye.
bye.
Stay, everybody. Have a nice day.